Let's find the area of Pac-Man. Okay, in order to find the area of a sector, we will need this formula, of course. And I want to point out that Pac-Man himself is this piece. So sometimes a sector isn't just one slice of pizza. It's what we would consider to be multiple slices of pizza. So it's like the big piece that's left over. So it's all this. So let's write the formula. The more you write it, the more you'll remember it. So the area is the angle divided by 360. That's going to tell us the proportion. And then we'll multiply that by pi r squared. And it's relatively obvious what we're dealing with here. We have, well, 360, because that'd be the full circle. And we have 40 degrees that we're not using, okay? So the whole thing around here that I am using is not the 40 degrees. So it's 360 minus the 40, 320. And then we'll multiply that by pi times the radius, which is 3. And they don't give us units on that, inches, centimeters, whatever. Clearly not pixels. And that's what we'll be dealing with. Now, sometimes they may ask us to put our answer in terms of pi, which I'm about to do. So we're going to do 320 divided by 360, and we're going to multiply by 9, 3 squared. And let's just go ahead and turn that into a fraction. That would be, well, no fraction necessary. That would be 8 pi. So this would be 8 pi square units of whatever, because it's area. We could also take 8 and actually multiply it by pi, and we would get 25,133 if you want to round it there. Okay, so that was the area. Now we'll do one that is not area, which is longer. Okay, that is a measurement of distance. We are finding the length of an arc of a circle, which is longer. A trip of 3/4 of the way around a circular track with a radius of 60 meters, or a trip 7/8 of the way around a circular track with a radius of 55 meters. We have two things we're going to compare. So you could walk 3/4 of the way. Let's just go ahead and start writing. 3/4 of the way around a track. If you don't know what's happening here, using this formula right there. Now, I'm not using the angle over 360, and I'm not even writing the formula because I'm not dealing with degree measurements, but I already do have the proportion of the angle, the proportion of the circle that we're dealing with. 2 times pi times 60. Or, here's the other one. You could take a hike. That sounded rude. Take a hike. 7/8 of the way around a circular track. 2 times pi times 55. And when we type those in, we'll get a couple answers. This one can be done in our head. That's 120. 3/4 of 120 would be 90 pi. And this would be 90 pi meters. And you can multiply that if you want to. This one is 110 times 7/8. I'm not able to do that in my head. 7/8 times 110. That's going to give me 96.25 pi meters. If you want to get a little more specific with it, multiply those by pi. I'm not. Could if you want to. Well, I'm not on paper. I'm about to on the calculator just so you can get a real life scenario of what that would be. 90 pi would be about this many meters. And 96.25 pi would be this many meters, but I think all they wanted us to figure out was which one was longer. So in order to figure out which one's longer, find the bigger number. Done. There you go.